Wow.
You see what I showed you?
Yeah.
You know what I showed you?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is up, YouTube? We are live. It's Saturday night. Got some things I want to talk about tonight. And it's not my smoking. So, hey, what's up, Mexican G? Hope you're doing well, homeboy. We are on and live. I'll give it a minute or two and let a few folks get in here. I want to touch a little on the Menendez brothers tonight and them possibly getting parole. And and some other things that I may get into. But how you doing, G? Hope you're doing well, bro. Yeah, we'll get it going here in just a minute or so. Have you been? Oh, you been checking it out? Yeah, I've been hearing a little buzz on it lately. I have to check it out. I can vaguely remember the case and some of the details on it, and I'll give my opinion on that as I get into it. But yeah, it's finally cooling off around here. That's good. Do they call trunks this drink? I don't know what that means, Joe Sigma. What's up, man? No, I don't vape, just regular cigarettes. All right, looks like we're getting a few people in here. Uh, do me a favor and hit that like button while you guys are in here, if you would. Hey, Cora, thank you. Uh, so, I appreciate that taco meat. Uh, that's cool. I don't know what to call you. It looks like Japanese writing. Uh, Eddie Johnson says hello from Belize. What's up? Shout out to Belize. Hope you're doing well. Devin says I got my mom to stop doing cigs, but she vapes. Oh, that's cool. Uh, what am I doing with my time? Managing it the best way I can. It seems like there's not enough hours in the day, to be honest with you. But between work and trying to do a little bit of content here on YouTube, uh, I feel like my content could be a lot better if I had more time to focus on it and edit and stuff. But I work a lot of hours. I was doing some 12-hour shifts this week, and Joel says I failed. I'm starting over. No, you're not a piece of crap, Joel. You know what? The thing is, you've heard it with my story, bro. A lot of times we bump our heads a few times before we finally get it right. But the thing is, you did get the ball rolling. So you'll get back on that wagon if you're ready, and you'll get it going, bro. And eventually you will get it right, um, because you're talking me says because you're being exploited by the company you're working for. Yeah, I agree with you there. But unfortunately, I need the money, so I have to continue to be exploited until I can find a better way to do things. But appreciate the comment. Uh, it's Korean, but call me Kim Chae Young. All right, Kim. Uh, so let's. Yeah, that's definitely the contradiction. But so I want to talk about the Menendez brothers a little bit. They're kind of in the news. Yeah, Joe says I failed many times before. However, I try again every time until I succeed, and that's what we have to do. Well, you know what? You're being honest with yourself, bro, and with us, and I appreciate that, you know? And like I said, the thing is there's going to be times where you stumble, you know, but you're basically adding another tool to your toolbox basically of sobriety. So now you just make a note and uh next time you won't make that same mistake, you know? There may be other mistakes you make, you know? But what's up, Paven? Yeah, I've heard of JD Delay. I've watched some of his content. I like him. So, who are the Menendez brothers? I want to say around 1990, maybe it was the late 80s. These two brothers were charged with murdering their parents, unaliving their parents, however you want to say it, you know? And eventually, I believe they were sentenced to life in prison uh, for that crime. And no, I'm none of the above, Joe. Um, I'm in Cali, but so it's a good one, Joe. So what happened was it was alleged that the father was uh, doing those funny crimes on the boys. Uh, Kyle, was it Kyle? I don't remember their names. I'm sorry, I'm not real prepared about this, but the kids, the two kids, the Menendez kids. No, I'm not a gang member. Um, but it was alleged that the father was doing some unthinkable things to these boys, and ultimately, what happened was they ended up unaliving the parents, the father and the mother, and they claimed that they did the mother too because she was co-signing the actions that were going on. And honestly, just my opinion, I think if they had just done the dad, they would have. That the dad was wealthy, and they wouldn't have been able to. They thought they were going to get all his money, basically. So, not a gang member, no. So they basically took out both of the parents in their sleep. Now, when they did it, uh, they were both adults basically when they did it. So, they did it in their sleep. They could have left the situation, but they wouldn't have had any money. Yes, I have, Joe. Yes, I have. I did a couple years in the penitentiary, and I did several years in the county jails locally. But yeah, so they unalived both of the parents and claimed like a self defense kind of thing. But I don't know. Now they're up. They could possibly be getting released due to some changes in the laws and some celebrities getting involved. And I don't really know how I feel about that. Um, first of all, I'm totally against the weird crimes that the dad was allegedly committing. I don't. I have no time for that whatsoever. I don't agree with that, and I feel like if it's true, then they did the Lord's work on that one. But they could have walked away. Heard you were a snitch, Brody. Wow. But so they could have walked away, but without any financial support. So instead, they chose the route of unaliving them, and they ended up basically with like a life sentence type of thing, and they've been down for like, I don't know, 25, 30 years or something. And now they could possibly be getting released. And like I said, I have mixed emotions on this one because they're letting lifers out now that were young, underdeveloped mind, basically under 25 when they committed their hot ones. And I don't know. I mean, if they're doing it that way, then I suppose that they should be eligible to be released. But this was a double homicide, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think they should be released? Yeah, no doubt about it, Mexican G. The trolls are out in force tonight. But yeah, that's kind of this was a thing back then, and it was all over the news, big time, high priority case, and I think they ended up in Corcoran in that that special protective housing unit or whatever it is. Hey, what's up to Russia? Yeah, right, exactly, Mexican G. Yeah, you know what, Eddie? I agree with you, but the thing is, with the YouTube algorithm, if you say those other words, then your video gets flagged. For some reason, that word, unaliving, is acceptable to YouTube. So, I've been in a lot, Joe. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sure there is, Harrison. I think you're right as far as Money Man goes. Richard Martinez, what's up, Bobby? Your workouts are starting to show. Keep up. I appreciate that, Richard. Hope you're doing well, bro. Lily says Red Bull gives you wings. If you want wings, then fly. Okay. Snapshot Sniper says Antarctica. Shout out to Antarctica. In the penitentiary, not that many, Joe. As far as fights, there things are a lot more regulated in there. A couple on the lower level yards, but once you get to like the 3 yard I got to the 3 yard. Like there aren't really any fights going on. Why are you in 3 gangs? I'm not in any gangs, man. Joe says, can you beat up Mike Tyson today? No, I wouldn't even want to. Are you? No, I'm not in any gangs. 7 says, why are you Broken Bobby? It's Broken Bobby's transformation. I was Broken Bobby. So, yeah, I'm not anymore. A lot of trolling, mostly, Q. So, yeah, I wasn't in any gangs. What's up, Reaper? So, one other thing I wanted to touch on besides the Menendez bros is on one of my previous lives. Hey, what's up, Tim? Shout out to New Zealand. I think if North Korea did get involved, it's because they're part of that communist thingy going on there. What's up, Tapa? Q says, give the like. A like helps the algorithm and reaches more people. Yeah. Do me a favor and like it while you're in here. Also, subscribe to the channel and check out my playlist. Um, so, oh, and somebody was asking about how to join on the last one. Uh, Mexican G is a super G. That's right. Um, if you look down at the bottom where you would comment, uh, then off on the right corner, there's a little box there. If you hit that box, you can join the channel there. Is what somebody showed me that a couple days ago. Uh, so that's the way to do that, or to do a super chat. You know, like I'm not saying to do that, but I'm saying if that's what you choose to do, then that's the way to do it. It's that box next to the comment box, and I believe that was on iPhone. So, yeah, I agree with you there about China. You know, but good night, Eddie. Appreciate you tapping in, bro. So somebody asked me on a previous live what I thought about Dubs and Gunner, and I didn't speak too highly of Gunner, but Gunner has had a situation going on lately involving his children, and you can go over and check out his channel if you want to get all the mitote on that. But the thing is, I watched a couple of videos from him last week in regards to that situation, and I want to say I think Gunner's a good dude, definitely a good father, and so looks like Eddie got timed out on accident. Sorry, Eddie. But yeah, so I want to, you know, if I change my mind on something, I'll definitely let you guys know. And yeah, that's how I feel about that. So yeah, check him out. Never been to Canada, been close. Been close to Canada. When I was truck driving, I would get up there pretty close from time to time, but never actually made it into Canada. I don't really do much on politics, so never been scuba diving. You seem limited by some sensor. Yeah, like the thing with Gunner's channel, and like I said, I think he seems like a genuinely good dude. Um, Sometimes like he just has too many connections. It seems like it makes me question a little bit. But like he has a lot of success with YouTube, and it seems like he took the high road in that situation that's going on with him right now. And I'm not going to speak on that situation. Like I said, uh, you know, you can go over and check out his channel and see what he's talking about with that. But there's some YouTube drama with, you can go check that out, you know? So, but yeah, so that's how I feel about that. I like Dub's channel. Dub seems like a really intelligent dude. So, but yeah, I'm not getting involved in anybody else's beefs on YouTube, that's for sure. I'm just here to, we can get drafted. Man, that's crazy about North Korea. Russia is training 11,000 new troops how to operate their equipment. Yeah, that whole situation over there is pretty wild right now between what's going on in Israel and Ukraine. And if China were to move on Taiwan, man, it could get real ugly over there. So, you know, hopefully everything turns out okay. and they can find some peace, you know? Boy, Joe, you got a lot of questions tonight, bro. Sounds like you're trying to write a biography on me or something. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I did my first video on Big Bad Barrio USA Controla. Shout out. You getting sleepy, Reaper? Richard? Sorry. Too much questions, homie. Oh, man. Adolfo says, watching you from Jerusalem, Israel. Shout out to Jerusalem in Israel. Appreciate that, bro. Hope you guys are well over there. I know things have been pretty crazy, so hopefully they can bring that to an end, you know? So, Dark Star says, watching from Russia, not an enemy. Well, I appreciate you, Dark Star, and shout out to Russia as well, you know? I think the thing, make a shovel with no shoes on and sharpened what looks like possible wounds for a guy while they... Wow, that's crazy term. I think the thing is, with all these wars, you know, people think, oh, you know, I hate these people because of the wars that are going on. But I don't think it's the people, man. I think it's the government. And a lot of times I think that there's more to it than we realize, you know? Yeah, definitely, Adolfo. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Mexican G says, I like Russian people, just not your government. Yeah, and that could be said for a lot of, you know, it's the governments that are pushing their agendas that cause these wars, you know. So hopefully we can find peace. There's an election in a couple of weeks, so, you know, make sure you get out and vote. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for or who I'm voting for, but yeah, I don't want to, I'm not bringing politics to this channel. I have enough trouble getting views as it is. And I just did a video recently on the first step of the 12 steps of addiction. Check that one out. For some reason, it seems like anytime I do a video on YouTube and I hashtag sobriety or recovery or anything like that, they hit it with ad suitability and they don't really push it out there. So, yeah, if you're in recovery or thinking about getting into recovery, check that video out. You know, I'm a little baby oil prices will be lowered if you vote for Diddy. I completely lost my train of thought now. My opinion on Diddy. You know, if the accusations are true, and since the feds have him in custody, they probably are, because the feds don't do frivolous warrants and stuff. Like, their conviction rate is like 98%. They usually have their ducks in a row before they go out and hit a warrant and arrest somebody. So if the allegations are true, then he's going to get what he's got coming, you know? And I agree with you there, Cesar. He says, can't wait for elections to be over so the ad bombardment can stop. Absolutely. No, I don't think so either, Reaper. Yeah, and, you know, that's what it's sounding like, Mexican G, you know, like, hey, that's good for you, Jim. I'm glad you were able to put that out on the internet tonight. I was glad I was able to help you with that. Now be sure to subscribe and become a member of the channel. Hit that little button down there in the right corner. And yeah. Harrison says he's not going to make it out of jail. I don't know. We'll see what happens, you know? Who thinks you're joking? User 92. I'm living in a sober living right now. That's awesome, bro. Hopefully that's going well for you. You know, I did sober living after rehab, and and you know, it helped me. It definitely helped me put some structure in my life, you know, because when I was out using and doing what I did, I didn't have much structure. So those sober livings and rehab and the meetings and everything, like all of that stuff helped me early on. And like I said, I just dropped that video on the first step. Uh, I don't know, maybe I was, Sam, but yeah, I did that video on the first step, and I got some pushback on that one in the comments about that. That I'm not traditional as far as my approach to recovery. Uh, but you know, what I tell you guys in that video is the way that I did it. You know, uh, maybe it's not conventional. You know, I don't like the God part. No, I didn't say that. What's up, Brody? How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. uh, Selena Girl 69 says make Kamala a Mickey D employee again. Uh, why you say why is my way not traditional? Okay. Now what honestly when I was in rehab user 92, my way wasn't traditional because when I first got out of prison, I thought I was an atheist. Okay. So that was one part of me that was untraditional, but what the thing that a lot of people that are in programs and stuff don't like about my way of thinking is well, I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Brody. Uh, sorry, I'm laughing at comments here. Uh, what makes my way untraditional is for the first couple of years, I did the meetings. I did an in-house rehab. I did a sober living program, and then I walked away from the program. And a lot of people think that you need to do that for life, and for some people, you do. You know what I mean? For some people, you do. Some people, uh, you know, they need the structure of going to a meeting, and that's part of their program. That wasn't part of my program for me. Like I got all the tools that I needed from the meetings and the rehab and the sober living and all of that stuff, and I took those tools and I put them into everyday use. And I don't go to meetings anymore. So basically, my way of being of service is through this YouTube channel and to others that I know in life, you know, that I talk to and try to help. So no, I don't user 92. No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke trees anymore either. That was never really my big thing, though. To be honest, my thing was meth. I would smoke some though, but it just wasn't my thing, you know. So yeah, yeah, and you know what the thing is, like they call that being California high or California sober or whatever. Like it's legal in California and a lot of other places now. And in my opinion, if uh you know, if you can do it responsibly, then it's like alcohol is another thing. You know, like in NA and AA, you know, they say that you have to, you know, you have to quit everything basically. Some of the programs actually, towards the end of when I was in that stuff, were going towards no smoking in the programs. Uh, no, they're not for the most part. Go go. Some places they have made them legal, but a lot of places they're not. I hear from what I'm hearing now, like if you get caught with a small quantity of illicit drugs, like they write you a ticket basically, which blows my mind. It's a lot different than when I had a cellie in LA County who had a previous strike against him. Yeah, I've heard the same thing. User 92 and Mexican G. Uh, he had a he had the three strikes law. Three strikes and you're out basically. Third strike, 25 to life. He had one strike. He got caught with a $10 rock of cocaine, and they gave him 32 months for that. Yeah, I've heard that. User 92. That's crazy to me, but I appreciate that, Winston. Hope you're doing well. Uh, the thing is, like I said, some people came after me in the comments uh, on my, first step of sobriety, the NAAA thing. And, they don't, I'm doing well. Ms. Insane, sorry if I'm messing up your name. Yeah, and I agree with you, Q. Says, I've always said that once the government finds a way to tax it, everything will be legal, right? Hey, what's up, Logan? He says, what's up, Bobby? SGV Woods. Shout out to the SGV Woods. I did some time with some good homeboys from out there when I was in LA County. Some real good homeboys out there. So shout out to you guys. Hope you're doing well. I agree with you, user 92. With the Fanny, like luckily that stuff wasn't really around much when I got out of the game. I don't think I hadn't even heard of it at that point. I'm in the IE. Yeah, woods are deep in the valley. They just did that big bust on San Fernando, which I believe is out in that area too, right? Yeah, definitely Wild Wild West. Yeah, that's where a lot of that stuff's coming from, user 92. Yeah, I started doing time in LA County in the late 90s through 04 when I went to prison. And yeah, the LA County is no joke. Honestly, the worst place I ever did time, Yeah. Yeah, and I agree with you there too, Mexican G. Like, you didn't really see any LA Woods or, okay, Stockton's in the house. That's right. Shout out to Stockton. Some good homeboys up there. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, one of the guys that really put me up on game in LA County, he was a skin from San Gabriel Valley. And yeah, he was a good dude. Like, we were in a riot in Supermax, and like, he put me up on a lot of game. So, yep. How long have you been sober now? I've been my sobriety date is August the 9th of 2004. So I just went past 20 years. And yeah, like it wasn't always easy. I won't say that. Like, in the early days it was a lot harder because I was just as addicted to the lifestyle as I was to the actual product. So yeah, like, it was tough early on, especially working bullshit jobs, and that's how I felt. Hey, I appreciate that. Lisa Bond MC baby. Uh, but yeah, like I had to change a lot of things in my life, and it's like they say, if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same results. Uh, yeah, exactly. Like I mean, one of my first jobs out, I worked for Liberty Tax during tax season. It was raining a lot, and I'm out there, with the little sign, wearing a teal dress, basically the Liberty Tax Statue of Liberty person, and yeah, like it was rough, but I had to make a decision. What do I want for my life? Yeah, it's like the only piece you can get right. And the thing is, I've always looked at, once I started working legit jobs and stopped hustling, I always looked at it like, okay, I hate this job, but it's a job. Uh, and, you're always on the lookout for a better job. Hey, I appreciate that, Bond MC baby. Hey, and I appreciate you, user 92. You know, uh, are you dressed up like Are you dressed up like the Statue of Liberty? When I had that job, I was. Yeah, that was it. Holding a sign on the corner, pointing to the tax place. Wow. I don't know who the top three Diddy victims are. I think didn't that guy from One Direction or something just allegedly unalive himself? They said he was a big time witness. Reaper says I stopped doing meth after a relative committed suicide on it. Damn. Yeah, that stuff really messes with your head. Yeah, man, you should run some meetings. Hey, I appreciate that, user 92. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, my ways are a little unconventional for the meetings, but uh, appreciate you guys. Hey, what's up, Fractured Christian? How you doing tonight? God bless you as well. Uh, He's for the weak, to be honest. If you can't survive on meth, you can't survive without. Okay. Harrison says, yeah, I'm from India and done the same thing. That's what guys my age need, though, bro. I'm 24 and I've been hearing you through and through. I appreciate that, bro. Like that, I look forward to doing these lives because of the back and forth, and you know, uh, it keeps me motivated because to be honest with you, this channel don't make any money, and I mean, it'd be nice if it did and I didn't have to work so much, but I mean, it is what it is. And when I hear people like talk about stuff like that I'm making a difference, like it really, I appreciate it. It makes me want to do it more. So, shout out to you, man. Keep fighting the good fight. Yeah, and that's the thing. Mexican G says, I'm glad you overcame your addiction and made something of yourself. Some people never beat their addiction and lose their lives for it. And, I've been affected by that, by people, family members and stuff that, they didn't make it back. Like they jumped in the car to take off with the homies and ended up in an accident or something. And, you know, um, so yeah, you're definitely right. Fractured Christian says, you guys, this man is the real deal. I appreciate you, bro. Uh, Chafee City, USA says, do I have to do drugs to become stronger? No, not at all. It's going to make you weaker. Yeah, I appreciate you, Fractured Christian. On the talk to a podcast. Earned a subscription, and yes, bro, some people never get to live to see their rock bottom. Those are the people I try to do it for. Absolutely, you know. And the thing is, you know, so many people in the course of their addiction, they go out and they do things that that earn them a life sentence, and you know they don't get a chance to hug their family or watch their kids grow up. Like they're living through pictures and phone calls, and you know, believe me, no matter how bad you think you have it, those people would swap with you in a heartbeat to try to do it right, you know. So Life's a Script says, great channel so far. I just found you tonight. You got good vibes. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. Top 3 underwater hockey dynasties. Rockstar Family Colt Sam says, join the cult. Okay. DC. I don't know, Go. We'll have to wait and see. About 2 weeks, I guess we'll know, huh? You never know. Life's a Script says, remember, double tap the screen to encourage engagement. Subscribe to be recommended this channel again. Appreciate you. And yeah, and hit that notification bell so that when I drop a new video or I go live, you'll be notified. And if you want to become a member, you can tap that little box down on the bottom right, and it tells you the different levels of membership and all that stuff. So I encourage that as well. But, you know, I get it. Appreciate you, Go. Mexican G says, I had 2 brothers smoke Scante and shot up. Seeing what drugs did to them scared me. I never effed with drugs after seeing what drugs turn them into. Yeah, it turns us into monsters, bro, to be honest with you. You know, yeah, I'm in Cali, user 92. I'm in the high desert, Inland Empire. Underwater hockey, that's the thing, right? Yeah, I'm in Cali. So yeah, I encourage you guys to go check out that video on the first of the 12 steps as I see them, you know. You're in a user 92 says, I'm living in a sober living in Huntington Beach, bro. That's a nice place to be in a sober living. You know, it's tough at times, you know what I mean? But a lot of rules and stuff, but just work towards establishing your own stuff, you know what I mean? Like it was when I was in the sober living, like the deep cleans that we would do in the morning cleanings, and like so many rules, you know, like it seemed kind of tough at times, but just stick with it, and you know, good things will happen, you know. I've been kicked out of sober livings. So Mexican Cheese says Scante means meth. Yes, absolutely. Natalie Gopal says, good morning. Good morning. I'm not sure what that means, Dr. Abdullah, but I appreciate your comment. What's up, Boogs? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that was. What's up, YYC? I can throw a football to that man. That's awesome. Hella close. That's right. Yeah, that's sounds like paradise. Just a matter of sticking with it, you know? Definitely. I'm doing good, Boogs. Hope you're doing well also. How long have you been clean? I've been clean for 20 years. I'm not sure, Gogo. What's up, Warren? How is it down there in Huntington Beach, user 92? When I was in, appreciate you. Mexican G says I might pretend to be a friend so I can live in that sober living. A fiend, not a friend. My bad. Honest to God, me and my mom was broke our whole life. This is the first time I've ever lived in a big house. Uh, I used to always see and dream about that shit. Yeah, I hear you, bro. I was the same way growing up, you know. Uh, hated halfway houses and clean living places. I didn't want to go through that again. Yeah, it's uh, uh, shock to the senses if you go straight into one of those. Like when I was uh, in the residential treatment program, like every morning you get up, you have an assignment of something you need to clean, and they would come around and inspect. Like it was a very militant type program, and I was like, wow, this is crazy, you know. But it it's not like it's not what it seems. Yeah, yeah, like it's all what you make of it, really. Though I think, you know, like this channel is about sobriety. Nani Ramirez. Uh, that's kind of what we're talking about, and whatever else is going on. But I'm all wiggly right now. Pills and powder. Harrison says, as an old guy myself on pills and powder myself for 20 years. I've been sober now for 5 years. I hit rock bottom when my wife and daughter threatened to leave. Well, congrats on the 5 years, Harrison. That's awesome, bro. Uh, Scooby Doo, even if I had, I wouldn't talk about that. I've never been convicted of that, so I'll just leave it at that, you know. But I did deal drugs for a long time, and I definitely hurt a lot of people. Uh, Not something that I'm proud of, but you know, you think when you're doing it, yeah, I'm married. Been married for a long time, almost 30 years. So, but yeah, like I said, yeah, that's my daughter, Cora. Time to forgive and forget. Really, Brody? I remember when I was in LA County Jail, that song by Nelly was real big. It's getting hot in here. Terrible song to sing while you're locked up, I'll tell you. Actually, my wife wasn't addicted to anything. Do me a favor and hit that like button while you're in here, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also, you can hit that button down on the bottom corner and become a member of the channel. Just hit that little button next to the comment thing, and you can check that out as well. Let me see. Somebody had said something about hello from Idaho, says Frago the Monkey. What's up? Shout out to Idaho. Uh, Really, Mike? Okay, looks like they beat me to it. I was about to boot your ass. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Doctor, how, what, where? Says, God bless her. It sounds like she's a rock kid. Yeah, she definitely was my rock. She helped me through some dark times. So, Spiky says, hello, Mr. Greetings from Nepal. Shout out to Nepal and hope you're doing well, Spiky. Do I know Bill W? I don't think so. Uh, yeah, so that's so how many kids do you have? Now, all of our parents are no longer with us, bro. We have 4 kids, and let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grandkids, and one more on the way. About to have 10 grandkids. Cora says she knows Bill Nye the Science Guy. Oh man, never been to Asia. Go go. So yeah, Bill Watson and the doctor, I can't remember his name, created AA. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, uh, in a room while one of them was withdrawing from alcohol, another was a couple weeks clean. Yeah, I'm familiar with Bill W. Yeah, so he was fast as lightning. Huh? Those are the smokes. For those of you that are curious, cheap stuff. Cheap stuff. I'm a truck driver. Yeah, I got into truck driving. I went to school to be a drug and alcohol counselor actually at San Bernardino Valley College. And my plan was to go work in the prison system. And they did prison reform and killed the job right before I graduated. So I had to shift gears, no pun intended there. And I became a truck driver. And I've been doing that for about 15 years now. Hey guys, give me just a quick minute. I have to run off for just a second. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Did you miss me? All right, let's see if we can catch up on some of these comments here real quick. Uh, Joe gave us some elevator music. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you. Uh, we want to see Broken Buddy. What? Truck driving. I was looking into it, says Reaper. Yeah, that's a great profession, especially if you're a convicted felon. Uh, you know, what's up with Broken? if you don't mind me telling. It's Broken Bobby's transformation, and the thing is, I was broken for a long time, you know, uh, and eventually I transformed my life, and that's a big part of what this channel's about. The videos that I make are basically, I'm hoping that I can help some people so that they don't have to go down the same path I did. Uh, and a lot of time in the county jails, uh, a little bit of time in prison, and eventually I was able to get it right, though. And that's what I was. That's the idea of the channel, basically. So, VW says I broke my arm one time, both bones. Man, that sounds like it really hurt. Uh, User 92, I was thinking about getting SUDRC Red T to get to the point where I can become a facilitator for the groups. That'd be cool, bro. And no, I'm completely sober, Frago. The thing is, when we get into sobriety, that's like our area of expertise, right? And that's the reason that I went into it. And I think that everything happens for a reason, right? I wanted to go back and work in the prison system, but would I have done a good job in there? Like being somewhat fresh out? Like, would I have favored certain people? I would like to think not, but I don't know. So, yeah, and that's a good thing right there. You want to get that money, user 92. See, but everyone says it didn't work out. That's the reason I want to do it. I would look into it, see job availability. One thing I learned when I went back to school was, there's a lot of professions that are out there, but you have to do your homework and see, there's jobs that pay really well, but there's no availability. It's not like a growing field. Like, I would think substance abuse treatment and stuff like that right now should be exploding with funding and stuff like that. So I would think that it's great to get into. I mean, it's a tough gig though, because you're dealing with a lot of other people's problems as well as your own. But yeah, I would definitely suggest it. Reaper says I was looking into hazmat for fuel deliveries for gas stations. Yeah, that pays well. Those are some of the best paying jobs as far as truck driving goes. But at the same time, it's the most dangerous. Trucking is a dangerous profession, period. But uh, you know, but there's definitely money in that. Uh, Joel says, I'm your designated potty break entertainment. I can be paid by being a mod. Appreciate you, Frago. Says, I'm sending you good vibes. Wow, Andrew. Do I think Michael is in heaven? Jake Dog. I don't know about that one. But I do think that Michael's a better dancer than Chris Brown. Let's argue. There's a little argument that's been going on in the family lately. One of the moderators, Ramon, is a big Chris Brown fan, as well as Jake Dog. But yeah, experience, but there's no way to get that's the problem, Lazy Eye. The jobs that you want, you have to have experience, but there's no way to get experience, right? So Diddy must bench press a lot, says Brody. Hey guys, do me a favor, hit that like button while you're in here, and be sure to subscribe and go over and check out my playlist. I got 300 and something videos up. The most recent ones are the first step to sobriety based on NA and AA. And the other one was we got jumped by the Crips. So, if you want some sobriety, I got that there. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you, user 92. If you want a video on sobriety, we got that there. If you want some entertainment, what's up, Devin? I think, and we got entertainment if you want like some gangster stuff. Reaper says air brakes sound scary from what I read on the CDL book. You just got to get used to them. Once, um, like if you're going down big hills and stuff, yeah, you have to be careful. But there's Jake brakes that assist you uh, with going down those hills so you don't overheat your brakes. But it's a little more touchy than a regular brake pedal. But once you get used to it, uh, it's a piece of cake, bro. Joel says we're not going to go there. Truck driving is one of the more dangerous. Yeah, the thing is, and I say this a lot. The thing is, if you work in a warehouse or something, and no disrespect to people that work in a warehouse, but if you have a bad day in a warehouse, it's not that big of a deal. As a truck driver, if you have a really bad day and you get into a crash or something, you're probably going to be on the news, and you're going to be lucky to be alive. You have 80,000 pounds rolling down the road, and you have a bunch of people in their Hondas with their families cutting in and out of traffic. And, it's, I'm not saying that to scare as a scare tactic or anything, but it's just the reality of what truck driving is. Everybody's in such a big hurry to get where they're going. And, they don't realize the danger of cutting off a semi truck. So, sorry to hear that, Brody. That's terrible. I almost had a bad accident in a warehouse one time. I was walking with a supervisor, not really paying attention, and a forklift come flying around the corner. He had to grab me by the arm and get me out of the way. Man, that could have been really bad, Joel says, calm down, people. He wasn't shading us lower class warehouse workers. Calmate. No, and I didn't, definitely not shading anybody, forklift hit him. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, and that's the truth. 92. Like I never thought about any of that stuff when I was training. And like you get out on the road, especially if you're doing the long haul, you got the mountains, you got the snow, you got the wind, you got ice, and you got 80,000 pounds you're trying to keep under control, So it can definitely be tricky. Is it Kamala or is it Biden, Fluffy? Or are they one and the same? So yeah, this has been a very good live tonight. Yeah, that show, I don't know how those guys do that, honestly. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hear you, Joel. Yeah, and that can be real terrifying, user 92. Yeah, it's kind of the same with us, bro. Like I right now I'm doing yard. So basically when the trailer needs to get to the door, I get it there. And uh, I'm a lead driver on my shift, and I'm the safety guy as well. So I wear a lot of hats, and I'm still expected to perform. They're very numbers orientated where I work. So yeah, it's something else. Life's a Script says double tap the screen to encourage engagement. Subscribe to be recommended to this channel again. Appreciate that, Life's a Script. Brody says I build weapons for the military. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, hit that like button, double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot. I salute to you, Life's a Script. I appreciate you. And User Energy says Amazon was the worst job I ever had, bro. They treat you like a number. I've never been to prison or jail, but that place, right? Reaper says every time you drive a semi truck, you're riding along with the Grim Reaper. I agree. You know, so many circumstances can happen. You know. Oh, okay, it's been 17 years now. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that sucks, though, bro. Yeah, I understand that for sure, Joel. You know, I don't do Amazon, but it's similar in the aspect of everything is numbers. You know, everything is numbers. You need to do this many moves an hour. You need to do this many on time, and you know, it's it's a hustle. You know, it's definitely a hustle. So. Holy shit! I knew right away, bro. What do you mean, user 92? You talking about Amazon? You walk like 25 miles a day, damn. Yeah, and that's honestly, Frago. He says semis are the semis are the Grim Reaper. That's why I give them all the room they need to get to the next person. And when I'm driving my personal vehicle, I'm the same way. I won't ride next to a big truck. Like either I'm gonna stay behind or I'm gonna get past. Because the thing is, especially with guys that go out of state and stuff, you don't know if this guy just got in the truck to start driving or if he's been driving for 10 hours. And, you know, when those tires blow, they could easily lose control. You know, like there's a lot of stuff that can happen. And it's not getting into an accident with a Honda or something, you know? Like you're talking about 80,000 pounds that could crush you. So yeah, I definitely give those guys as much room as they need. You know, if we're in traffic and they need to get over, I let them come on in. You know, so Joel says, then when I'm 3 minutes late, I'm threatened with termination. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I hear they're really picky there. You know, they're not so bad about that stuff at the company that I'm with, but yeah, definitely numbers driven. Definitely. But you know, be safe though, right? But hurry up and be safe. Don't cut corners, but make sure you make your numbers, type of thing. Like it's a headache sometimes. Got to find something better, Joel. I know it's not always easy, but know your value, homeboy, says Mexican G, right? She says, my brother was smashed against a wall and drugged by a sleeping truck driver. He made it, and he's dead now, but completely unrelated. Damn. Yeah, that's sorry to hear that, bro. So let me give a shout out to the mods who do a fantastic job of corralling these trolls. We got Cora, we got Ramona, we got Q, and we'll say Jake Dog because I don't know what he changes his name a lot. But shout out to all of you guys. I appreciate you guys. You make it possible. How you become one. Right now, I have more than I need, to be honest with you, but I have some people that want to be one, but like I said, I have uh, with the volume of the channel, Torta Juggler now. Okay, that's Jake Dog torta juggler. He's juggling tortas. In truck driving, do they hire you if you have exposed tattoos? Absolutely. Absolutely. That sounds about right, though, Q. That sounds about right. So, yeah. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button while you are in here. Hey, have a good one, Frago. I appreciate you tapping in tonight, bro. I think we are going to wrap it up here shortly. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out my playlist. There are tons of videos up. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here shortly, user 92. Usually, though, I'm on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And usually I start like somewhere around 10 o'clock. I try to go for at least an hour. So have a good night, Jumbo. Everything is good, Cool B. Hope everything is good with you as well, bro. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up here for the night. We'll be back again tomorrow night, probably somewhere around 10 o'clock. I'll probably put a community post, so if you subscribe and hit that notification bell, then you will be alerted. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Yeah, sometimes I don't get to do it on Saturday just because I'm taking care of business, but yeah, typically Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay. Appreciate you, Jumbo. Yeah, maybe tomorrow night we'll probably run it around 11, so we can get some more people in here that get off work a little bit later or whatever. But yeah, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you'll be alerted. Make sure you hit all so that you will be alerted when I go live. Like I said, I'll put something in the community tab, letting you guys know rough time of when we'll be starting tomorrow. And yeah, so subscribe, hit that join button if you want to become a member. I think it starts at like $1.99 a month. So that really helps the channel, and just subscribing helps the channel. Okay, it's almost 3 a.m. there now, Jumbo. You're on the East Coast? But yeah, this has been a good one. I appreciate all the mods once again. Appreciate everybody commenting and being a part of this. Like I said, we'll do it again tomorrow night, probably around 11 p.m. So maybe a little bit earlier. I don't know. Maybe we'll try to go a little bit longer tomorrow night. We'll just see how it goes. But it's family, fitness, and freedom are the things that allowed me to get clean, and they can help you as well. It's just about building a strong foundation around you of people that are like-minded, that want to do something better with their lives. And you can do it. I believe in you. So good night, Reaper. Appreciate you. And don't look at the mountain, guys. Just start climbing. See you tomorrow.